Hello and welcome. My name is Carsten Lützen. I'm a Scrum Master and Agile Coach. Today I'll talk about another liberating structure called Conversation Cafe. If you like these videos, please subscribe and share. That would be awesome. Conversation Cafe is actually a pretty clever way of structuring a dialogue in a group of people. Conversation Cafe gives us some rules or some guidelines on how to make sure that we enable everybody in this group to actually have time to form their opinion and then express their opinion without being interrupted by, for instance, extrovert people just blabbering along. The format is quite simple. First, pose a question. So what is it that you want the group to discuss? It can, for instance, be what is it you as a team would like to achieve, or how do we overcome this obstacle, or whatever is currently in focus for you as a team. Give them some time to reflect. Then either before posing the question or after, have chairs in a circle standing ready. Then have people sit down. Then have a talking stick. It can be a ball, a pencil, or whatever. And then state the following, that only the person with this is allowed to talk, aka I have it at the moment, hence I'm allowed to talk. When I pass it to the next one, that person is allowed to speak. In the first round, you'll have 1 minute per person to share your reflections on the given question. You are of course allowed to skip if you don't have anything to add. And then, when the 1 minute is gone, pass it to the next one. You might want to appoint a timekeeper, or you can do it as the facilitator if you don't have multiple groups. The timekeeper's responsibility is to make sure that nobody uses more than 1 minute. You're allowed to use less, but at most 1 minute. Then, when everybody has shared their thoughts or their opinions or whatever about this question, we go to the second round. And in the second round, you have 1 minute to share your reflections on what you just heard. Because in the first one, it's only sharing. So the talking stick only passes each person once. In this second round, again, 1 minute per person to share your reflections on what you just heard. Then in the third round, this can be 20, 40 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever we have time for. It's an open discussion. Leave it up to the team if they want to use the talking stick or if they just want to have a free discussion. I sometimes say that you're of course allowed to use the talking stick. If you opt not to do so, I might interrupt if I see people are not being able to speak out and then introduce a talking stick. Just to make people aware that I will not monitor their content, but I will make sure that everybody is heard and nobody is being left out. And then when we're done with that, we take a last round. 5-10 minutes, just what takeaways can we then take from this Conversation Cafe? And then we can disband or go into another exercise, whatever is on our current agenda. Again, first, pose a question, then 1 minute per person sharing. What are their thoughts, opinions about this question? Then 1 minute per person to share reflections, no discussions in these two. And then 15, 20, 40 minutes discussion where people are allowed to just, if you want, interrupt or use a talking stick. And then 5-10 minutes to make sure that we actually have some concrete takeaways from this session. That is my take on the Conversation Cafe, and I'm really looking forward to hear if you have applied it and what are your small tweaks to make this an even better liberating structure. That's all for me. Comments, questions, ideas, feedback, everything is welcome and highly appreciated. Please share. That would be awesome. Otherwise, there's nothing left for me to say. Have a nice day.